stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Tonight we begin the final stretch. Week 16 starts here as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Visitors sideline, their head coach. His guys, losers of 2 straight, hoping to get back on track here. On the other side, Steeler head coach Mike Tomlin. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one up to around the 33. Taking a glance here at the numbers last week for Algier. 15 carries, 82 yards.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said pre-game he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They go play action here on first down. A short throw caught by Andrews. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's second down. You look at this defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Check the Eagles.
Operating from the gun, Langford working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely, as one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense,
well, this is taken in. It's complete. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. And Xavier again, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Play action. It's Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. These two teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Ravens send their punter out now. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you've got that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Off-play action. Langford. Caught left side. Here's Dell. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. The Ravens offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And the numbers will show he's been one of the most productive QBs in the league all season long, right up there among the leaders in passing yardage. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
The Ravens had 8-6 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Jackson now. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
64 yards. That's another Baltimore first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down.
Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Throwing out left and finding Likely. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely from 10 yards out. And the Ravens go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That time a 9-play drive. And finishing that drive off was the touchdown grab by Isaiah Likely. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to pump down, you change the field position, right? You throw the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Ready.
Off the play fake. Langford. Over the middle, complete. It's Vasquez. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
48-yard line.
Cap alert!
Back to throw. Langford. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Break.
2nd and 10.
65 six.
Looking to throw. Langford. And he will find Scott on the right side, complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Back to throw again. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? It's time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Jackson. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
That one taken in by Neighbors. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside. For a moment. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Jackson's going to try the sneak. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
13.
Taylor will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Luke now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough. Certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing to start the drive, Langford. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 2nd and 5.
At the 34-yard line.
Back to throw. Langford. Got his man, Dell.
A gain of 9 yards.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw now on first down. That's complete to Dell. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to 60.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Scott. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's a gain of 3.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Come on.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on third down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up a great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. The false start backs him up 5. First and 15.
No, we change it. All right. That's hot. 13. All right.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonas Sanker. And the steal. Are going to have it here at their own 15. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up first and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. No gain on the play there, second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
Our trip across the NFL starts now. In Glendale, the Cardinals at home to take on Gang Green, the New York Jets. And it's Arian Smith. He's one of the 4 verticals on this route, and it's a deep shot. They connect. 71 yards to the house. The Jets have no problem in this one. They win it going away. From there, it's off to Tampa. Let's look in on the Buccaneers as they play host to the Atlanta Falcons. And this is Drake London. Playing like street football. Everyone go deep, and this time it works. Make it a 70-yard touchdown grab. The Falcons win their 2nd straight as they get the victory here. One more to show you. Let's go to Charlotte. It's the Panthers hosting the Seattle Seahawks. And this is Alec Pierce. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. 77 yards for the touchdown. The Panthers get their 5th win on the year as they get the victory here. With that, let's give you a look here at the current playoff picture. Meanwhile, in our game, a fairly even first half, all things considered. 14-7 is the halftime score as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. And he going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Second down, another run to Taylor. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 67 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
A gain of 19 yards.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
They run once more with Taylor. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
Middle. Report. Sit up.
Running left, Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. From the 22 now, here's second down of the yard. Running straight ahead, Taylor. Oh, able to avoid him. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. On his loop for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Here we go.
2nd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. First target, first catch, and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And they finally put it into this this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point in the season.
What? 180. It's hot. 13. Report. Cut.
Now again to Taylor. Gets around him. And past the 30, now to about the 27.
10 yards on the pickup. And second and inches at the Steelers' 27-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 144 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
Real quick, whole squad on that rail. 0 to 1 and real quick, 0 to 1.
Alpha, sit on. 180.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
180. Finish up.
They'll run here with Taylor. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
180.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, inbounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game. That has to drive a coach crazy.
180. What? 13. Stop.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Another good run for him. But what else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
180. To what? 180. Finish up. Alpha, sit up.
Jackson will keep it. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Tag. 60 Eagles.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Delson in motion. Here's Scott. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They go again with Scott. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Well, being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
They'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 3.
180.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he
will be brought down, but a first and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Hey, out. Hey, shot. Shut up.
Mitchell going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Second and goal from the 1.
Hey, hey. Shut up.
They'll try to run with Mitchell.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Shut up, you. Shut up.
Here's Mitchell.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Luke now for the extra point.
He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
2nd and 5. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
18.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
This is 2nd and 8.
At the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw. Langford.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Langford. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
And the Ravens are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line.
All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they look to finish strong in this fourth quarter. This is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Wilson wants to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
And 10 yards to go.
Wilson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jonas Sanker. And the Steelers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.